Bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. It's me, Moonbeam Rose. Welcome to the Cauldron. We are playing some Tavern Talk today. However, I feel like my shit's not making noise. Which, you know, I heard that. Thanks, Thord. Thanks, Thord. I heard that. Heard that one. Perfect. All right, let's see here what we got. How's everybody doing? What are you doing streaming already? What do you mean? I got out of work at 3 o'clock. It's early enough where I can just game and then, you know, get off and not be like rushing to bed because I have to be in bed so early. Also, Grandpa Geek, I am so proud, made affiliate.
Oh, Oni, let me tell you, I was famous for my trains. I was famous for my trains. People I used to play with would call me Choo Choo.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Remember, blow across the top of the mug so people think it is tea, not bourbon. It is tea. It's you can see it. It's purple. And it's perfectly warm. We're doing some real chill, cozy vibes today because that is what the wheel demanded. The wheel demanded it. I had to listen. That's just how it works, you know? Like, you gotta do... No. Yes, perfect. That. Okay. No, I don't want you being the entire... Why do you do this to me? Melita Desage? That's a good one. I like that. But hopefully everybody's having a good time. Plans for this week, we're starting Tavern Talk. It is a visual novel. Definitely total cozy vibes. Half the reason I got tea is because I was like, this thing is going to ruin my vocal cords horrendously. So, yeah. But we're going to do some Tavern Talk. We're going to have some fun. This game is so relaxing. I love it. We're going to have to make sure everything gets set up okay, though. I can hear the cat. I heard him. Okay, I can hear the game. Good. Sir. Enjoy the lurk, Grandpa. Look at the baby. Ate a kid's meal in McDonald's this morning. His mother was furious. I'd be furious too. Hell, what are you doing? Where do you think you're going? Sir, I have hot tea in my hand. Don't open menus. What are you doing? Oh my god. Suji! This cat is already fucking shut up. Suji, baby. Alright, you can chill up here for this, okay? Fine, you can chill. You can chill, but you gotta behave yourself and not make my life total chaos. Can you do that? Can you make sure life does not turn into total chaos? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do... A moderator deleted your message. Okay, good. We're chill. We're nice and chill. Let me... Hang on real quick. I want to see it. one of those games where it ends up taking up a lot of the screen. Okay, actually, give me a second, y'all. I'm checking something. I'm doing the things. Give me a minute. I'm doing some things. Wait. For anybody who's watching on Vertical, I'm trying to set something up for you. Just give me a minute here. Okay. Hold on. I might be able to do this. Give me a second. Yeah! Perfect. That fills in the space perfectly. Okay. That works. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I am just excited. Make you just ever so slightly smaller. Where's the game? It's here. Let's make the game just a little bigger. I know technically it's gonna run off on the sides, but it's okay. You, my good boys, you come here. Okay, so if anybody's watching all of that setting up, Vertical is set up, I think, a lot better. Hopefully, my little bat boy here. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm done. Hopefully he works. Somebody do something with Batrick for me. Hang on, let me test Batrick out. Okay, perfect. Everybody gets Batrick. It's a win-win for everyone. All right. Let's start this shit.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away, in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know.
Are you live?
Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Here we go. Hi, Inky. How is it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I gotta take another walk around the grove. Oh, Fable. Fable's so sweet. Yeah, I know. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees. The same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to the water asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy. Very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. Whoops. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Fable is so cute. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. Oh, poor baby. So a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Going to the theater or a gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights. And of people. And of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing. But what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Haha, both? But mostly, I want a swift strike. Message received. Although... I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long, and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Alright, well, we'll do the tutorial. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, we're gonna open the journal, and we're gonna do a swift strike. Okay, gonna need a little bit of that. That matches. Gonna need a little bit of this. Okay, that matches. Hey, Andu, you want some drink? There you go, Andu. Gotta give Andu a little something, something. Can't just be... Okay. So this is one of those games you can just kind of sit back and relax. It's nice. Isn't it nice, George? Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. A swift strike. I like the floating leaves. It's pretty. I can like the floating leaves. All right. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You did. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Who is this? Mysterious stranger. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Alright, let's see what we got. Spoken heart. Let's draw a recipe. Whoops. Andu, I need you to take a little. Thanks, bud. Here we go. A spoken heart. This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. All right. The brooding type, I see. You okay there, Fable? What are you thinking about? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes? No? Not really? I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the Grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny was never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Ah, it is night. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeeper? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Sarah Lynn. You can call me Sarah or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Sarah. And what can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I'm pretty sure it's Gaelic. Which means it's probably pronounced totally different than how I'm saying it. You do the thing with the quest, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quests for me, but I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of the werewolf making trouble up in Tregarin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf, that's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Evora. Been wondering if it's the same one just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with the romance novel. Hold on real quick. Kayloon, okay. It's Kayloon. I knew it was not pronounced that way. I thought the werewolf hype died with the romance. Kayloon. You mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Inkeep? Team werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, a hunchback hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with the silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lou. Lou? Is that what it was called? Dear God, I can't even remember. I'm like Carloon. Thanks, Carloon. Or Kayloon, excuse me. It's not that hard. Either Kaylin, Kay, or Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Inkeep? Just Inkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Inkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Okay. Somebody. Why do I feel like Southern Brawler? Yes. I see. I see. I see. Southern Brawler it is. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. And finish it off with a whole lot of this. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Haps back west through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. Certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to keep opening wounds you've stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright, well. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I've got it. Good. Good. Enjoy the lone wolfing. Alright. Time to assemble a quest. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Pookakin passed by the Wayfarers Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Trigarin from Irova. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Trigarin from the werewolf mayhem? Here we go, guys. First quest. And time to close shop for the day. This game is really adorable. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought that I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. And because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try and shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yes. Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm able to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes. My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones. Only to slimes. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic, Fable, the protector of the woods, the worlds, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. You can feel your bones shaking? Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Does anybody think the werewolf prefers orange juice? Sir, that is my laptop. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh, what do we want to talk about the Mary Morgan incident or the Hydra? Hi, pretty lady, how are you? Okay, you need to stop. The laptop is not secure. Okay? Such. I have a cat that is just... Oh, Tavern Talk is so fucking cute. Okay, well, we'll see what my cat decides to knock down. Let's talk about the Hydra. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. I looked at my biscuits, then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest, maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. It literally told you, okay, I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Wood halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. No, I have a pretty good point. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. Oh dear Lord. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh, we have to ask. Okay. Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that? Only if you want to. Alright. But just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregarin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never gotten lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she's really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? Fable. To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quagman Grove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Yeah. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost Lycan after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Backseat mixing. Okay, so we either need a Swift Strike, which is their go-to favorite, which I kind of want to make just because they love it. But also, I don't know. Do we send Fable to Chit Chat or do... I'm going to send Fable to Sneak. Also, they love Swift Strikes. So let's give them what they love. Alright, got a little bit of this. I remember the first time I tried this demo, I could not for the life of me figure out the whole mixing thing. I was so confused. It was so bad. This should do it. Oh, that tastes great. Very brisk. Do you feel a little braver? No, not yet. But I feel faster, more agile, swifter with my bow. Like my arrows could find any werewolf's heart. I'm sure the bravery will come later. I'm sure it will. Thank you. This drink gave me some hope. And heart palpitations. I think that's your anxiety. Maybe. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess a natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Aw. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I wonder how Fable is doing. Maybe they'll find some new ingredients for me. Well, they'll probably not. I hope my shipment arrives soon. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Unbelievable. Kid just needs to tell me what he fucking wants. A Spoken Heart it is. A Spoken Heart, just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Oh, look at that moon. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of these empty babblers. I can confidently say I'm open. That's what they all say. Seems they've given me some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give ye enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Oh no, don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette Toussaint. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Okay. Southern Brawler has red. And Spoken Heart also has red. I'm gonna give him Spoken Heart. I feel like this will work. Oh, whoops. I'm like, where's my little ding commando? Give a wrong drink? There's red in that. How's this for a replacement for what? My cape? It's not very cape-shaped. Doesn't taste like a cape either. I shall order a cloak one next time. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frost Grip. Nice to meet... Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain, or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Alright, so she thinks I'm an NPC. Ah, she said frosted lagoon. Okay. This one, and then, yes. Frosted Lagoon. Perfect. A taste of Ur, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are ye hitting the placeholder text? Let me try that. Huh? I see ye are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dolvimer? With my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Hey, hipster, how's it going? Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ye? Oh, right. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Just playing some Tavern Talk. Ow, this nice, cute little cozy game. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold. Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Barovia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Oh boy. Ah, we did. Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Barovia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. Sounds like a party. And I started to wonder where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could. Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that, we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event ye wore the cape to? Oh boy. My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn. The vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Ugh, of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted. Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Rats, here we go again. Kyle. Poor Kyle. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape? What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. What did you do to get her to kill you on sight? Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towards the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. And keep quickly another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Poor baby. Oh, whoops. Thanks, Andu. Guys, I am so tired today. Like... Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here, you were complaining about having a walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, sunbathing, what? Oh, right, innkeeper! Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin. I am afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, a beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid. Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, Innkeep, while we're waiting for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Ah, new quest time. And then I'm gonna pause real fast just so I can go grab a beverage. Riverbanks. Bonk! Who bonked? Thord! Thord, why would you bonk me? Okay. So, hold on. According to the Amaranthine Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth, or maybe it just rhymed with ice. Who can say? Deep in the quag mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire might be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or a mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? At the foot of the witch's wrath resides the Countess Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. Craziness. How you doing, Thord? Are you enjoying the game? It's another day. So cute. New friends and former enemies. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Oh, morning looks pretty. Kayloon and Fable. Kayloon. Listen, I can fix this. Just let me pick up some chamomile tincture from my treehouse. Chamomile has proven to be great for healing wounds. What? A girl once asked me if I was a breast or legs guy. I told her I was more into anal and feet, and now I'm banned from KFC. Thord, even you knew that had to be a bad idea. You're silly. You've done enough, little pal. I'll be good from here, thanks. Fable. Kayla, back so soon? Inkeep. Say, did you send this blighter after me? I told you, she has nothing to do with any of this. It's my fault. My fault alone, so let me at least fix you up. You better keep your clumsy hands off me. Now, how about we calm our spirits a bit and you tell me what happened? A misunderstanding, I suppose? Yes. The elf thought I was an Uncle Dragon look-alike. The uncle that looks like a werewolf? Yes. No, it's a bit more complicated. Doesn't what matter. What matters is the elf mistook me for a werewolf. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Maybe? But not on purpose, I promise. It's just me and my bad luck. See, it happened again. Nothing ever goes right. Don't say that, Fable. Tell me what happened. We can start from the beginning, all right? Right. So, you sent me out to look for the werewolf in Tregarin. I felt agile and ready, braver than I've ever felt before. The quest that I gave you, Innkeep. I recall. Good. I have my shortcuts and trails that allow me to travel rather swiftly through the Ashen Grove. And by early dusk, I've reached the borders of Tregarin. The Ashen Grove thins out around there. You can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see a farm or two. Truly idyllic, especially during sunset. There's one downside to that idyllic sunset, though. Ugh. And it gets dark. Of course it does. And every tall, looming person in the dark is automatically a werewolf, huh? No, but every tall, looming person hunting down a farmer's sheep is. No, I didn't do that. Oh, you totally did. Look at your ears. Yes, you did. And the quest stated that was exactly what the werewolf would be doing. In my defense, I'm broke. We've all been there. So, Kaylu was busy hunting sheep, and in the shadows of dusk, you thought she must be the werewolf. Exactly so. And then you needed not 1, but 3 arrows? I'm swift with the bow. I figured. And I was preparing to fight, not bargain. So I shoot. Trigger happy. I can't get myself to aim right for the heart, so I aim for the shoulder. And suddenly, the werewolf starts cursing and cussing words like I've never heard before, like a sailor. Or how I'd imagine a sailor would swear. I've never actually met one. You're telling me you never heard before? Oh my gosh. Hey, what's going on? Why is it censored? Guys, I feel like we need like a bingo while we play this or something where things happen, because I'm noticing trends. So while I play, you guys can look for this stuff. Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Ugh. Anyways, I was watching my prey through the bushes and suddenly I felt a piercing pain in my shoulder. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Of course I cussed and swore. That bleepin' hurt. Never been so happy to have missed. So I turned around and got ready to lunge at the rascal who dared aim at me. And an orange gleaming eye stared at me through the shadows right into my soul. I thought, that's it. It's over. I heard the bells of death ringing in my ears. I was done for and hadn't even set foot out of the Ashen Grove. I stumbled backwards, tripped over a branch, and crashed into a tree. Nah, that weren't the passing bells, Elfie. Actual bells from the chapel in town. My name's Fable. Right. So, they crashed into a tree, and the rustling of leaves, cracking of branches, a high-pitched yelp. I didn't yelp. Yes, you did. It caught the attention of the actual culprit. He must have been on his way to tear apart yet another sheep. Or perhaps the farmer's heart this time after our wrestling caught his attention. I heard the growling, such a deep guttural growl, it made my blood curdle. I swear I saw my life flash before my eyes. It sounded more like an empty stomach to me. A big empty stomach then. Either way, bad. Very bad. A howl rang through the air when he emerged from the bushes. Tall and towering, glowing red eyes and fangs as big as my hand. Probably around 8 feet high. 6 feet, max. 8. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. You said that already. No, I didn't. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. And I was frozen. I was sure the Mary Morgan incident would repeat itself. I'd stand there and watch everything as it happened, unable to move. He looked around, sniffed the air, and his eyes locked with mine. But then I remembered what you told me. Werewolves love playing fetch. So I swiftly pushed away from the tree and picked up a stick from the ground. The werewolf noticed my movement. Stop it! But before it could lunge at me, I threw the stick into the bushes as far away from me as possible. I wanted to buy myself some time to adjust my bow, but the stick somehow also influenced Carlu, and both of them hurtled toward the bushes. And that's not all. While I couldn't help but run after that stick, I noticed something odd on the werewolf. Flannel rags. So, I forgot about the stick and grabbed him by the throat, slamming him against a tree. He wiggled and twisted like a worm, growling and barking right in my face. I stared him right in the eyes as I heard the elf approach from behind. They knocked an arrow on the bow. Don't, Carlu said, and I lowered my bow hesitantly while she studied the werewolf's face. She growled like she always does. Uncle Dragon, she exclaimed, and I flinched. That Uncle Dragon? Yes. My darned uncle was in full werewolf transformation. In front of me, right there. Acting like the biggest, wildest rascal in the whole world. I was joking when I told you that story in Keep. I wouldn't have thought the werewolf was actually my uncle. But this is exactly why I don't do cases involving lycanthropy. So how did you deal with him? Confronted him, of course. Knocked some sense into him, you know. We tied him to a tree so he wouldn't get any ideas before transforming back. I knew learning all those sailor knots was good for something. It's good for a lot more than that. I'm sorry, PG rating? I mean... Either way. The truth was only half as exciting as figuring it out was. Apparently, he contracted lycanthropy at the annual family gathering. And since he grew short-tempered, he and his husband got into a lot of fights. So he ran away. I can understand that all too well. And of course, I can't kill Carolyn's uncle just because he's a werewolf. So you let him go. The elf knows a swamp witch that might have worked out a cure. Dropped him off there. No more tearing apart sheep. For now. So, all in all, you'd say the quest was a success. With a few obstacles attached. Aw, Fable, you did it! And someone getting hurt. Listen, the arrows themselves ain't the problem. The coat, though, that was expensive. I'm sorry, really. Don't worry about it. After all, we got rid of the lichen. For now. Elfie even got you a keepsake. It's nothing really. It's not even that interesting. I just thought... You thought... I thought it would be a nice reminder of my first successful quest. I like trinkets. What is it? Come on, quit being shy. Well, we played fetch with the stick afterwards, and I thought I could bring it here. After Carolyn brought it back to me. Had to finish playing fetch after all. A nice memory of sorts, you know? It is a nice memory. Thank you, Fable. I know just where to put it. Right. Anyways. Cute. How about a drink to celebrate? On me. I told Carolyn you have a hand for mixing just the right thing for any situation. Absolutely. For the both of you? I'll pass. I'm going to run home quickly to get the chamomile tincture. See you later. Later. So, Inky, surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Aye, aye. So cute. I'm glad it all worked out. Here we go, Southern Brawler. This is so cute. Here, this should be to your liking. It is. Not bad, thanks. So, that little blighter, you raise them? Fable? Oh no. No? That's surprising. You two seem very close, like family. They're a regular. I see. Huh. This still available? Yes. Great. I'm taking it. You still have arrows stuck in your shoulder? 'Tis but a scratch. Plus, Elfie is getting me one of their hippie salves. Should be fine after. Alternatively, you could take a rest. Get some sleep, let your wounds heal, rid yourself of the ammunition, decorating your body. Because you just have arrows sticking out of your shoulder. Please don't get blood on my bar. Alternatively, you could mind your own business. I know what I can handle. And if I don't move on to a proper quest without bumbling elves and useless relatives, I'll go insane sooner or later. You want that? No, at least not in my tavern. I worked really hard on that woodwork. Then do your job and let me take it. I mean, you already have. I'm just doing my job and, how do you call it? Expressing appropriate concern? You did this woodwork yourself. Excellent transition, Carolyn. Yes, I did. I did all of it myself. Why? Couldn't get anyone to help? I had a very specific vision. And too much free time. That too. Boredom does things to you. One day you're bored, next you're learning how to gloss wood. Do you know any carpentry? I know of carpentry. End of boredom. That's exactly why I gotta take this quest. Need to counteract the boredom before it makes my biceps shrink. I don't think that's how that works. But boring is not what I'd call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. Don't need another accidental piercing. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous? Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you, then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian, more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired, guys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she passed. Left. One day she was just gone. Thinks she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Maybe she's off stealing sheep. Too soon. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much?
Alright, guys. Some fruits. See what you want to see?
So, you like dragons?
Hungry.
I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. Huh. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. The last time someone tried to help, they shot me with 3 arrows. They weren't trying to help you. They were trying to kill you. But alas, does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Maybe you'd want the drink with an infusion? I just got to unpacking my shipments today. A what? Infusion. I use them to spice up my drinks. They grant you special abilities. Like Phoenix chilies. A little bit of one would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Ooh, I want to do the one with the fancy chilies. I have to be careful of how they interact with it. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. Adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. Alright, we're going to add in the chili. A frosted lagoon. One. Already got one. And then 1, 2. There we go. Interesting. Figured it out. You're getting better. Thanks. I'm feeling tougher already and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. What I do need is that chamomile salve. Gonna go look for that blighter. Go easy on them. Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. They're back with no hood this time. Ooh. Good evening to you too. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean, yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. It's pretty strange. I heard rumors, whisperings of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. Oh no, did the game freeze? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, guys. We missed some stuff. What a coincidence. Me too. Oh no. Ha! Okay, let's see here. Has she ever frequented your tavern? Guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the game is freezing up. No, not recently. But she has. once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. I guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? We just bypassed that. Really, all of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Really? Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do it with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from the shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You look so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with the knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either some fey crystal or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible, eventually. And for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? Ooh, that would be... I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose. So that she may lie in shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help with staying unseen. Should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep. Your wisdom isn't no secret, is it? It is not. Alright. What do we want to do? Let's see here. I say we give him the swift strike with some fey crystal. Is it not a swift strike? Those two are empty. It's just that one and that one. And then, yeah, one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, don't. Andy, you had me confused. Gosh darn it. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I say. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me... Goodbye, Inky. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Or for a good story. Oh, you did the good stories, yes. What's the matter? What's going on? Have you said hello to all the people yet? Come here, say hi. There we go. His tail. I can't see my screen, dude. Suji. Or for a bitter end. She's not wrong. Oh, look, see, she's feeding Andu. My pretty baby. Hi. Alright, I think what I'm actually gonna do is leave it at a short session today, strictly because I am just not 100%. No, you know what? We'll start the day. We'll do one more day and then I'll raid out. I'm so glad we did another day. Who is this adorableness? Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from whether or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. So, steeled. I'm going to say that's going to be a frosted lagoon. Yep. That's where I thought it was going. She wants to be steeled and ready for whatever's coming her way, Suj. I think that makes sense. You don't think that makes sense? Why doesn't that make sense? This boy is so sweet. He can be so sassy, but he's also just gotten so sugar sweet recently. Yeah. I know. It's been a long road. No. Oh, I love you. Your furball. Sorry. I love this little boy, though. It just sucks I got him so late in life. Liquid steel. Just for a bit more. Just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. I feel that way about Leo. Yeah, like, I love my little boy, but I got him when he was 14. I just wish I had more time. He seems healthy enough. We have typical senior cat issues. Yeah, just typical stuff. It's okay. You know. Kidney stuff happens to the best of us, baby. So he's like stage 2 kidney disease, but it's actually improved a little bit. So we're happy about that. Well, I didn't realize he was 14 when he was 14 years old when I got him. Or 13, something like that. He was older. Yeah, he was senior baby. He's a yellow senior baby. But he's about 16 now. He's still doing really good. He's doing so good. Yeah, my little handsomest man. And he's gotten more cuddly too. He used to like lay on the bed like a distance away from me, and now he just sleeps on top of my pillow. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds so lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. They are so cute, but my god, those are expensive birds. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course! As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. Fable! Hi! Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure. What are you looking for? Something zesty, perhaps? No, not today. Something to help me wind down a little. Feel a little less like a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. They want a swift strike. I feel like a swift strike is like an energy drink. Like, I would love to figure out Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Oh, how did we say it was pronounced? Carolou? Carolou deadbeat werewolf uncle? Unfortunately. I think he's still on our mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's being, too. I wanted to cheer her up. That's very kind of you. How did you do that? I only tried to. It didn't go very well. I should probably just pretend it didn't happen. Fable, tell me about it, please. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I heard a noise and I was worried it was one of the dogs, so I got up real fast. I also took my hair down because my head is pounding. It's also why I'm kind of quiet. My head's just been killing me. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Actually, yes? Can I help you, sir? So we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on, y'all. A couple of lycanthrope-affected elves settled there about 200 years ago, and they've welcomed people like them ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control, and a home with a beautiful view to boot. I thought if I took Carolyn there, I could show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous and a little silly, at least until I started trying to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Dragon so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he's chasing a cure, they would be interested in meeting him. Maybe even offer to help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea. Maybe just a little too soon. Or too late. I wish I could have done more that day. Maybe made them talk it out or hug it out or yell it out. That day is over. It happened and it went how it went. All you can change is the present. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after, to my favorite spots in the grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. She sounds much nicer than Mr. Dragon. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be, or maybe it'll be even more. I hope so. Well, may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she'll let me read her star sign soon? Maybe if you ask her nicely. Maybe. Though I wouldn't want to bother her. Don't be annoyed at my hand placement while I am playing a game, sir. You should ask her. Alright, if you say so. I'll ask her when she comes back so I can draw her a chart. he's got his little paw coming off the desk and it's just resting on my leg and it's just so sweet. Oh, I moved my leg and now he moved his paw. You're so sweet, baby. And if she says no, I'll just keep trying until I figure her out. That's the spirit. I hope she'll come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. You should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Always. Greetings, Innkeep. Oh boy. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners? Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Ooh, faux blood. Ah. One. 2. Let's see if this is something he likes. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon. And you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her, but when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught fire in my hand and my hair, so I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right, I need sunscreen. Yes. Yes, you do, Boo-Boo. The worst vampire ever. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time, very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. He had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I say. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. This is true. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. No, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me. Yes, he said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. What? Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Douchetickle? Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No. No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend then. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. Ooh, I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebrations also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. No, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter. The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. No, I don't think now is the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks. Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. What happened outside? What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. Yeah, those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Oh boy. Picking up the pieces. All right, guys. Yeah, they're not shooting. Kind of. Y'all will have to chime in. Oh, excuse me. Y'all are going to have to chime in on Friday to see where it goes. So the only thing I'm going to say, falling stars, you'll see. So the only thing I'm going to say about this type of game, it is a visual novel, so there's a lot of building of plot. So I do highly recommend you come back and watch regularly, or you can watch a VOD to get a recap before you come back. But it's one of the only problem with these. But I do like the mellower vibe. It's nice. But what we're gonna do Friday, there's a demo. There's another demo I found that I want to look into. What is it called? Oh goodness gracious, hang on. What's the name of that demo? The Curse of Rusthaven. It looks up our alley. I believe it is a, let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's a roguelite turn-based game. So we'll see. But we're gonna check that out, and then we're gonna jump back into this. I'm hoping to have this done sooner rather than later, but I am very much enjoying it. I have played this privately. I didn't finish it though, so there's that. But just a solid game. I really do like this one. But as much as I would love to... Well, actually, hold on. How long has he been on for? I think he's getting off soon. Let's see here. All right, I think I know where I'm gonna put you guys. We are gonna go raid. Let's see. We're gonna go raid Eris Serenity. Or actually, what are you up to? We're gonna go raid. Yeah, we're gonna do Eris Serenity. She is somebody I watch. She's a lot of fun. Actually found her because she was playing a game that I love. Funny enough. Oh wow, so many people are on tonight. Alright, let's go raid this lovely lass. So we're gonna go. Let's get the raid message up. I will be back on Friday. Hopefully you guys can come and join us. Let's get the raid message. Gonna raid this person. Oh my god, I can't raid. Holy shit. She's not letting me? Alright, well, I know where we're going then. Hold on. Wow. I did not expect that, not gonna lie. Let's see here. Hold on. When you're trying to look at something, there we go. All right, we're gonna go raid this other lovely woman, if they let me. Is it gonna work? Watch, it doesn't work this time. It's the Queen Prophet. She is currently playing Supermarket Together. Oh, interesting. That sounds fun. We're gonna go raid her. See if this works. All right, so if you want, grab the raid message. Perfect. Grab the message. We're gonna go raid. We're not wasting any time. I will be back on Friday to continue this and to try out our new demo and to have all the fun stuff going. I will see you guys then. In the meantime, just stay hydrated, have a snack, get to bed early, and don't be a douche tickle. I'll see you guys on Friday night.